Hey folks, Austin here with Fuzzy Builds. A couple years ago, yes, I think it was about 2 years ago, I built a product condenser that's on the channel here. And at the end of the video, I had mentioned something about building an onion at some point. I had a 4-inch piece of copper and I was going to try and build an onion. So today, we are going to build this. Let's get into it. I know what you're probably thinking, hey, this looks like it's already half done. So what happened was I decided to give it a try before I started recording. And yeah, I had an epic fail here. So when you do brazing, you can use borax to braze with. So I thought, hey, why not give that a try? And and a couple 4-letter words running around there. Just dropped it off. Thought I dented it, but I didn't. It's pretty warm. You can see the borax kind of flicking off there, and that big goopy pile of solder underneath there, lying on the wooden piece. Yeah, didn't do a thing. So here I am cleaning it up. Could do sound effects for you, make it easier, help you out there. Oh, here we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. So this is a water-based flux. It's good for plumbing purposes, for like water pipes, things like that. That's what this is good for. And it washes right off super easy. Bzz, bzz, bzz. And here we go doing the soldering. I was surprised how much heat it took to get this thing to start melting. Probably an 1/8 of an inch thick. That flange is. I guess technically it'd be considered a coupling. Think of flange as a flat piece. So yeah, a lot of heat. I could put music on, but I hate music, so that's not going to happen. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy music. I just do not enjoy music on YouTube videos. I think it's just, I don't know, it's laziness, I think, as far as I'm concerned. And I know that will probably offend some people, but feel free to let me know how I let you down and failed you in the comments. It's such a big unit that it took, you can see multiple passes there to get it all in. Little warm. Yep, it's a good thing we got cold stuff outside. Some more. No, there's not two of me. That's the magic of editing. Okay, so the first part that I did was the little flange, our the tri-clamp flange. I put on. So this is me doing it so you can actually see it. This is the second one. The first one I tried off of camera just to make sure I could do it. So that's a piece of 2.5 inch K type material or copper. And once I get this cut, there's so they don't fit exactly perfect, the two pieces, so I have to taper or chamfer the inside of that piece of copper and then chamfer the outside of the stainless steel flange, tri-clamp flange, I guess it would be. And a lot of guessing going on. If you make it all the way to the end of the video, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe, and hit the notification button at the end. But I won't do it beforehand. I'll make sure that I at least wait until the end to ask you to like and subscribe. So the factory end is the end that I use to taper. Yep, scrapey, scrapey, scrapey. The first one I did was a giant pain in the backside. There was, I was fighting with it and fighting with it. I think I broke 3 pieces of wood as like barriers between the vise and the copper piece. And yeah, it was talk about a nightmare trying to get that in. There was a lot of colorful language. Whew. Just kind of doing a little dry fit. Once I figured out the taper on both this and the copper piece, it went together nice and smooth, and you'll see it here shortly. Hey, I filed it. Look at me go. You know, the more and more I do these videos, the more and more I at least see that I have a lot of redundancy in my videos. I could probably minimize the amount of time there is, so I could probably cut down at least another few minutes on these videos. So this is me just setting the flange and the copper just a little bit, and then yeah. Now I'm going to use my vise to as my hydraulic ram without hydraulics. Very surprised how well it worked out. And I know, unfortunately, it was a bad view. I should have had it flipped around the other side, or at least had the camera on the other side. And there it is. And now we're going to clean it up for the 4-inch. Yep, just like that. That's just some burgundy Scotch-Brite pads. And it does a decent job. I wanted to make sure it was a good job, so I actually used some sanding paper. That's just, I believe, 120 grit sanding paper. Again, I'm no expert. I'm just, doing something to entertain you. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you're liking it, and you keep watching. Feel free to make a comment and let me know that what I'm doing is not correct or correct. Maybe I'm doing it right. I'm not a plumber. And that wasn't very effective. But tried my best. Put some more flux on. Like as in like. Also, let me know in the comments if you kind of like this sort of stuff with the copper and building stuff, or if you would prefer me to stick with woodworking projects. Check out my woodworking projects. Unfortunately, one of them doesn't have sound. I'm going to hopefully be re-editing that so there is sound. And yeah. I do have another woodworking video coming out in the next month or so. I'm in the process of building a cabinet for a gentleman. It's actually officially my first commissioned piece, so we're going to do that. It's currently in the process of curing. I should probably grab the other torch. So surprisingly enough, when I compression fitted that stainless steel flange inside the copper, it is waterproof, seals great. I've never had any problems with it. And there you got it. That's all done. So still a little warm. Got a little bit of excess solder that run through there, but all in all, it worked out well. Yeah, I just used Flex in here just I don't know. I mean, it's a cleaner, right? So cleaned that up, pulled out all that gunk, and then just re-added more Flex. Surprisingly enough, that worked out well. Oh, scrapey scrape. Ooh, look at that. Okay, done. Whew. That was exhausting watching. The other one, all right, we're gonna change. Oh yeah, I bent that, so I have to fix that. That was another one of my drop moments that you didn't get to see. There was some more four-letter colorful language in reference to that. Ding, 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 ding. Do some sanding. I've been told you need to make sure that this is nice and sanded and cleans off the oxidization, and then I think the flux helps with to keep everything off and keep things clean so that the solder will stick. Felt a couple burrs on there, substantial burrs that would probably not allow the piece to go on. I guess it'd be the coupling. And more of this. Boy, I look focused. Here's my old worn trusty cap. It's surprising how much heat is required to get this thing to start melting. And yeah, so my phone stopped recording. So unfortunately, you didn't get the full dealio on it. Um, as it turned out, after I checked I checked it for leaks. It was leaking, so I resoldered it again off of it. So basically, here I am talking about, hey, look, this is an onion, sort of. Maybe, oh, look, what do you guys think? Oh, yeah, tell me what you think. And now we're at that whole part where please like and subscribe. I did say I was going to cut it in half at some point, possibly, and if I wanted to add forage stuff like sight glasses and things like that. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it.